Welcome to the Traditional Bowhunting Wilderness Podcast. This is Jason Samkovic. Today we're going to talk about some EDC stuff. This is my pocket dump, and then I'm also going to go over some of the items I'm carrying every day, and also some good alternatives to that for you. I do not have any firearms up here. I do carry a firearm pretty much every day, but I carry different ones and they vary, and I'm not getting into all that, and especially with YouTube's policies on that kind of stuff, so I don't do much of that kind of stuff anymore. But know that that is something I carry all the time. But as far as besides that, these are my everyday items that are with me all the time. We're going to zoom you in close so I can show you what they are and then show you some good alternatives if you're looking for something other than these or want some good ideas. So let me reframe the camera and I'll be right back. Okay, stuff we have here, basically all of this stuff right here is what I carry every single day. This is the stuff that I have with me. This stuff will kind of come back to as alternates here, but this is the things that I carry. First off, I do things a little different with a lot of things here. Money-wise, I carry in my wallet here. I always carry inside of there, I keep my bigger bills. Like I usually have like a $100 bill or something inside my wallet. I keep that in there. But my little bills, I keep them together like this, and I keep them in my front pocket. These are in order. I keep the bigger bills, like 20s on the outside, a 5 and a 10. I think there's about $100 here. But then I keep the ones on the inside. Now I do that on purpose so that this will sit in my front pocket like this. So as I reach in with my left hand, as I'm left-handed, into my pocket, if I need to pull money out from in there for something, I don't have to take this whole wad of money out and then start thumbing through it like this to try to find what I'm looking for in front of people at a gas station, especially when I'm on weddings or I'm down in Detroit area or things like that. I don't need to flash that. Instead, with it sitting in my pocket like this, I take my hand and I stick my hand in my pocket. If I need a big bill, I grab from the outside in my pocket and I pull out that one big bill. If I need a smaller bill in there, if I'm looking for a 1, I can just dive into this in my pocket, wiggle into the middle, and pull out a 1. Okay, so I don't have to get that crazy or concerned in an uncomfortable environment. Now, if I want a 5 or a 10 in there, I can basically just grab a few of these from the inside, pull them out, and I know I'm going to have that 5 or 10 in there. So you know, it gives you options, but I'm kind of picky about that. The other advantage to this is that if something does happen or somebody bothers me or I get into trouble or I'm about to get robbed in any way, I can reach in my pocket, pull this whole wad out and fling it, and it will all just fall apart and come apart and fly all over the place and give them money. And they'll see all these 20s and the 10s and the stuff like that too, and it will grab their attention and stop them. I don't have to give them my wallet. I don't have to nothing. I can just say, I don't carry my money in my wallet here, and I can throw this at them and let this money fly everywhere. It's $100. It's easy. I use it all the time because we always need to use money. So it sits right in my front pocket with me in that exact order like that constantly. I'm pretty anal about making sure that I keep my money set that way. Now, a lighter, mandatory, okay? Lighter is absolutely mandatory. If you don't carry a lighter, think of how hard fire is to make in the wild, okay? Well, a lighter, mandatory deal. I don't ever go anywhere without carrying a lighter with me all the time, and I don't smoke. So having a lighter is kind of, you would think is redundant, but the uses are carry a lighter. They weigh nothing. It's ultra small. Carry a lighter with you. Next thing, flashlight. I use Eagle Tac flashlights. I love this one. This is a titanium version of their D25 Clicky. I've done videos on this, reviews on this as well too, and I will also put links to this stuff down below. What I love about this light here is the tactical aspect of it as well. See, now I have it where it's automatically set to medium on my, or like number 2 of number 4. But when I go through this, so I can go, you see, you can change all the power outputs: low, medium, third medium, high, strobe mode. This thing's just insane with what you're capable of doing with this thing. And then you can turn it ahead, and then you have ultra high, which is wicked vicious. Okay, and then you also, with a quick tap of the back, you have strobe mode, which will shut everybody down, and that's flashing much faster than you see it on the camera. So it's a great defensive tool. So if I'm somewhere and I want to leave that way, I can leave that on strobe mode, and all I gotta do is touch the back of that, tap it, and then I am in full strobe mode, and that's blinding. It's just insane what it can do. So that's that Eagle Tac. It runs on a CR123 battery. I love that battery system. I love this flashlight. I've been carrying them for about 10 years now. This one, like I said, is their new Mark II version. I will have a link down below for you. But it's very small, fits in your hand, very easy. And like I said, I love the capability and functionality of that light. And the runtime you get is incredible. So I carry that with me every day. This right here. I've been carrying this thing now I should say I've been carrying one of these, this Swiss Tech 6-in-1. This is actually an 8-in-1. They don't make it anymore. But I've been carrying one of this particular one, this style here now for about 15 years. They quit making it about 8 years, 9 years ago. I lost mine when I was down in Savannah, Georgia. I was working on the camper and I used this, and then I set it on the edge of my truck, and when I drove away, I don't know where I lost it at. But after 15 years of carrying it, I lost it, so I had to grab another one out of my kit. The thing about this is they make this still today, not this exact one, but they do make it where you have both the screwdriver option. I'm trying to keep this in good focus here for you, but where you got the flathead screwdriver and the Phillips screwdriver and the pliers. Okay, this is definitely still made this way, and I'll put a link down below, and it's incredible. This thing folds up to the size of 2/4 and weighs about the same. It takes zero space up at all. Now the advantage to mine, which I said they don't make anymore, and when they quit making it, I went out and I bought 8 of them. I have still now 6 left. And I'm not giving anybody anyone, and I'm not selling them. But mine come with an extra 2 mini screwdrivers in them here. You can see the Phillips and the regular have mini screwdrivers in there as well too, that just kind of fit right in that side slot. So they're sweet, simple, and easy. Trying to make sure that light catches right. Black on black's probably pretty tough. But so I do love that aspect of it, and so I can use just a mini screwdriver like you're seeing right here if I wanted to. Where's that at? Just like that, if I want to use a mini on that side, or I can fold that up and just use, now yours would just be like this, would be a flathead or a Phillips on either side, but it is still worth it. I don't use those mini screwdrivers too often, but I use the flathead and the Phillips option of this constantly, and the pliers are amazing. What you can do with this little tool that, like I said, takes up the space and weight at 2/4 is straight up incredible. This thing is just an awesome, awesome little tool. Now it also is designed to go right on your keyring if you want to. Now keep in mind, they will wear out over after a couple of years, but you can take this and clamp it right on your keyring, and then when you close up the legs, it will hang right on your keyring right here just like that, and it stays right there bitten onto there until you take it off. But after a while, like I said, after a year or two of use, that will loosen up enough in here that it will not stay on there for you like you're looking for. So I just carry it right in my pocket just like this. Just fold it up just like this. Sweet, simple, and easy. And this little tool, like I said, the size of a couple quarters and about the weight of carrying 50 cents in your pocket. The pliers are great. They work as tweezers. I can't tell you how many times I've used them to get ticks off, and use them to pull splinters out when I'm in the woods or working on stuff. They come in super handy for everything. And the screwdriver and the flatheads and the Phillips, they work phenomenal. This thing for like I said, I think, I don't know, $6, $8, $9, whatever it is, I don't know, but I'll have a link below for it. But it is amazing. Yours will just look like that without the 2 mini screwdrivers that mine has, but it's still well worth it. They make bigger models as well too, but these are steel, so they are heavy duty. They are built like a tank, and they work like a champ. So, but if you start getting too big, it starts to get kind of bulky, and you're better off carrying like a Leatherman or something. But this size, this particular one, like I said, been in my pocket 15 years, and it works just incredible. I can't say enough good things about it. So that's that Swiss Tech tool that I carry. On my keys, I switch. This is my Ram truck key. This is my Renegade key. Now what's nice is I switch this key ring regardless of which car I'm taking that day, because I don't carry 2 key fobs on me. But what I have on here, I have my mailbox key. I do not need to carry a house key because we have electronic setup for the house, so I don't need it. But we have my mailbox key, and then this is a mini fire starter. So if this ever did fail me, I told you fire was important. If that lighter ever failed me and went out, I have the luxury of using my knife and this fire striker. I can hold that like that, and I can actually fire and use that as an actual fire striker. You can see I've used it a few times in the woods playing around too. It's a great setup, but it takes zero space. Fits right on my key fob. Sweet, simple, and easy. No big deal whatsoever, and I really like it. These Sea to Summit carabiners. I love these. These are very small, as you can see, and yet they are super strong and durable and ultra lightweight. These come in, you get them in a 3-pack, but they are phenomenal little carabiners. And they're, like I said, strong and functional, and I really, really like them. I'll put a link to those down there for you also. And then on my wallet, with my wallet, you'll notice I have 3 rubber bands on here. I do that on purpose. This comes from my motorcycle days. What that does is these 3 rubber bands create friction in my pocket so that my wallet can't come out of my pocket inadvertently. If I'm wearing jeans or something without a snap pocket, those rubber bands create friction and bite on there, and they will hold it in. When I need to get something out, those rubber bands just stay on my finger. I open my wallet, do what I got to do. When I'm done, I close my wallet, put the rubber bands back on, and then it goes back in my pocket. Been doing that for 25 years. Never lost a wallet, knock on wood. It's been phenomenal, but it's just sweet, simple, and easy. And then I can't tell you how many times I've used these rubber bands for something, especially for girls. Okay, they want to be able to pull their hair back, something like that. It's nice. They can use this as a last resort option. Use them to seal bags up. Use them for all kinds of things. They come in handy. They're rubber bands. And you always have 3 of them with you. And it keeps you from losing your wallet. So it's a fantastic option there. Knife wise, I prefer SE Azula knives as my carry knife. I love this knife. Let me get some of this stuff here out of the way. So you got a clear shot here, but that SE Azula, this one, I've been carrying it for about 12 or 13 years now. I strip them down, patina them. I've done videos on this. It's an incredible knife, but you need to carry some kind of a knife with you. I'm not a fan of folders. I like a fixed blade knife, and this Azula fits that bill very well. I carry it on a little dangler kind of thing like this. This goes up through my belt. The knife goes through it like this, so that actually connects to my belt right here, like that, right there. And then this hangs tip up in my front pocket. When I need it out of my pocket, I stick my hand in my pocket till I grab right here, and then I pull up out of my pocket, and it brings the knife right into my hand. Sweet, simple, and easy. I've done videos, like I said, on this, but I like that SE Azula a whole lot. It is actually my favorite knife to carry. And I've been carrying, like I said, this one for many, many years, this exact one. So that's a great knife setup too. Watch-wise, I really like this Citizens ProMaster Tough watch. This watch has been phenomenal. I've had it now, whenever I did a review on it a year or 2 ago, it is sapphire crystal, so it'll never scratch. Steel case with titanium coating on it. This thing's held up incredible, and I run it on a Meritax Zulu band. I love it. Okay, it's just a great setup. It's been a fantastic watch, best watch I've ever used, and the price is cheap. It's actually it's about 80 bucks cheaper now than when I bought mine. I will put links down below, but just an awesome Citizens Echo Drive watch. Just love it. I've like I said, I can't say enough good things about them. So that's my personal EDC everyday carry kind of stuff here. Now, some good alternatives to that you can also get into flashlight wise. My Eagle Tack right here, this is my Eagle Tack that I use. This one right here, this is a Jet Beam that I will put a link down below to too, but this Jet Beam is also a CR123 battery light. It is a twist head only, low. It's got 4 different modes, 4 different settings on it of power, and then it goes back to low every time you turn it on. You got to kind of bounce through the modes, but it does work, and it is a very, very compact, very little, get your set up here, very teeny CR123 light, about the smallest one I've ever seen, and the price is dirt cheap. It is actually a little bigger diameter, as you see, than the Eagle Tack is, but a great light and a dirt cheap price, and it's proven itself very, very well. I highly recommend it as an alternative if you didn't want an Eagle Tack and you wanted something compact, little, and very functional. Now, you don't get the tactical aspect of the strobing and all that kind of stuff with this, but it does its purpose is a long run time, fantastic little flashlight. So a lot of good options for that. If you wanted a mini you wanted a AAA battery light, this Jet Beam here, also another great option. Look at how little that is. Sorry, trying to keep focus here, but look at how teeny that light is there, and how skinny that light is comparatively. This is like ultra little. Same thing, 4 light outputs right there like that. 3 light outputs, low, medium, and high, and it is a good light. It's got a lot of power to it, functional. I will put this again, description for this down here in the description below. I'll put a link to it so you can see the specs. Again, very, 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 very affordable. I mean, these are not expensive. So those are couple great little EDC flashlight options that are lightweight and won't let you down. Me personally, like I said, that Eagle Tack, been carrying them for a lot of years. I straight up love them. Knife wise, if you wanted to carry a folder, something like a Benchmade mini Griptilian, fantastic knife option. There's a lot of great ones out there. Doesn't matter which one you go with. I like the Benchmades because they're ambidextrous. Their axis lock system on there, for me, left-handed, that makes it really nice and sweet and easy for me to function that knife and make it work like I want it to. So I'm a huge fan of the Eagle, or the Benchmade Mini Griptilians. Another one, the MSK 2.5 from Tops. This is my other one. I vary between my Azula, and I carry this one on occasion just when I want to mix it up a little bit. But this one, as you can see next to the Azula, is very similar in size to what an Azula is. Very close blade-wise. Very similar setup. Here's blade ricasso to ricasso. So you can see, I mean, they're pretty close and pretty similar. Actually, if my Azula wasn't as old as it is and was actually a brand new one, it would be a little longer and a little wider. Because again, keep in mind how many times I've sharpened this. But that MSK 2.5 is a fantastic little knife and another great option for you as if you wanted to carry a fixed blade and be kind of compact. When you put these together in a sheath, which my sheath, you can see I modified. I used my grinder and I ground off the outside and I ground that off on this side so it's nice and streamlined in my pocket. But when you put them side by side and you see that MSK is actually just a smidge smaller than that Azula. You do pay for it in a handle. The handle is a little smaller, but it does have nice scales on it and it is comfortable. So this is a great option as well too, as a nice EDC knife. So it gives you some ideas. But any way you cut it, mandatory stuff, knife, flashlight, money, wallet, your keys, a multi-tool of some sort, and a lighter. And a watch. I prefer like watches. I like them. Like I said, everybody today runs on a cell phone and does that kind of stuff, whatever you want to do. But that's my thoughts for you on some of the EDC. That's what I'm carrying every day. That's every single time I leave the house, no matter what, that is going with me. So thanks for watching. I'll have links down below for some of this stuff for you, and we'll talk to you later. All right, bye.